Stupid Garbage Podcast.
Oh, I like that.
Voice memos. So I have an idea. Hello, Jessica.
Hello.
How are you? What do you bring to the pod today?
I'm good. I bring nothing every day.
Okay, so I have...
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I was thinking about, real quick before you dive in.
No, go ahead, please.
The social media thing, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, I'm going to take a clip off, like, I'm going to listen to the podcast, find a funny clip to post, to promote, or whatever the fuck. And then the caption was where I was like, oh, I'll just get Rob to write the caption. And I was like, oh, no. Like, Rob is literally writing the descriptions, writing the titles, doing the tags, writing our bios. And you're going to have the caption.
Everything. This is my show.
I know.
You're a guest starring on it every time. And frankly, your contract is about to run out. You are not even pulling
I get that.
the weight. You are asked to pull no weight. And you can't even do that. You're actively weighing it down.
I would agree wholeheartedly.
But I love you, so what are you going to do?
Yeah. Again, like, in a deeper level, without me, there would be no podcast because you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Your hair is looking like you look like a beetle.
Jessica, they can't see me, so this isn't good.
You're right.
Anyway.
But it's just hard to look at you because you're so pretty.
Okay, then close your eyes.
All right.
Pretend like you're one of the listeners. So, I have today a plan for us. An idea prep, you might call it.
Woo!
We're going to play not the 20 questions you're thinking of. I have 20 questions about myself. You have to guess the answers. I actually have 30.
Ooh, I love this.
Okay.
I feel like I always wonder, because I see, like, on The Bachelor, or not on The Bachelor, like, on some stuff, they have,
you don't want people to know you watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette compulsively. Not The Bachelor, per se.
Something totally different than that. But they have, like, game show segments or whatever the fuck where they're, like, you know...
Well, as you know, I'm also, unlike you, I'm a proud fan of The Bachelor.
You hate The Bachelor more than anyone I've ever met.
No, I watched every single season. I have watched every single season. Sandra won season 13. That might be Survivor.
What?
And that might not be season 13. Yeah, the last...
You're gonna get a kiss.
What?
You're gonna get a kiss.
A Hershey's Kiss.
A Hershey kiss.
Go ahead.
Video. Keep talking. They
No,
can barely
please,
hear
please.
this.
Let's do this.
They barely can hear this.
Go get the loudest food in the room and then put it in your mouth so you can't talk.
Okay.
That's good. This is great. Yeah, Bachelor, I don't even remember where I was going. Some stupid
Sandra won
joke.
season 13. I don't know.
Yeah, stupid joke about the last...
Anyway.
Last season was won by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
They always have segments where it's like, how well do you know your partner or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like...
So I have 30 of these. You could say 2 of them, I guess, are... I'd say there are 30. A couple of them are kind of two-parters, but then 2 of them...
This is not relevant to me.
Together. Well, my point is that, let's say we have 30 even. How many do you think you'll get? Because my money's on 7.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, either I'll do really, really poorly, where I'll get, like, adjacent to correct.
No. I don't think... I think the ones that you... If you're close, because I'm going to give you a lot of rope. If you're in the neighborhood, if you're in the ballpark, you get it.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to be anywhere close with about 3/4 of these.
That was my other, like, either I would get really close, like, I'd do a really good job, surprisingly, or
not.
I would bomb. Like, there's no way that I, like, kind
What's
of
your
know
guess?
you.
You're already struggling, and this is one of the questions.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because I feel like I know you really well. We've been dating for...
Okay, Jessica, pick a number
25.
Okay.
We've been dating for 6 years. I feel like I know you. We talk a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Question number 1. And you can play along at home, dear reader. I mean, like half of these I've answered on the pod, so...
Also, I feel like you could play it...
Cast.
You could play this with your partner.
Yeah, but who fucking cares about them? Okay, question 1. Starting off easy, what's my favorite movie?
Fuck.
Okay, that's not
Wait. Ooh, this is hard. I don't listen to you.
Right.
You like The Godfather a lot, right? You always talk about that.
Nope. I've seen The Godfather once. Don't think I've ever talked about it with you, because I know you haven't seen it.
Yeah, you always yell at me for not seeing it. Your favorite...
No.
How do I not know? Hang on. Oh,
maybe.
Jesus Christ.
I think I make references to The Godfather. Like, I do, like, a Brando impression.
Okay.
And then you don't get it, and then I say, how do you not... I need an audience, basically. That's where my complaint comes from.
It's, your silver dollar man. Luke... Cool Hand Luke, man.
Fistful of Dollars?
Yeah, you like that one.
It's not... First of all, Cool Hand Luke is a movie with Paul Newman. This person you're thinking of is Clint Eastwood. The Dollars trilogy, Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more.
Do you love those?
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I do like them. They're not my favorite movies. Cool Hand Luke, in spite of the fact that it's really nowhere close, I'm going to give it to you. Because Cool Hand Luke does have my favorite scene from a movie in it.
Okay. That is nice that I know that.
Jessica, you ought to appreciate... Well, you didn't know it. You ought to appreciate that you're not very close, but you're getting the point anyway.
Well, no, I remember that one specifically because you raved about it. Okay, what's your favorite movie?
It's the scene where they're tarring a road. It doesn't sound interesting.
Yes, you've told me this while we were watching it.
I've shown it to you specifically, yes. I'm giving you a check mark. You don't deserve it.
Thank you. What's your answer?
12 Angry Men.
Fuck! You know why?
Because
we watched that, in college. We watched that our first year of dating, so it kind of lost me. Okay. I did know that. I knew that. Okay. If I think also, I need to write things down.
You have a whole
list.
You have Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Risk Cutters, A Love Story, Mr. Nobody. Do you see I'm rattling these off?
Yep. If you
Dreams May Come.
Again, my brain works visually, so I need to write things down. If you gave me a notepad in 20 minutes, this would be a lot easier.
What was my mascot for each school that I went to?
Humpty Dumpty in elementary school.
Yep, he was terrifying.
The Tigers in high school?
So far, so good.
Huh.
I went to Danbury High School, and if you guys know anything about the middle of Connecticut, you know us. We have over 3,000 students, and our mascot is the Mad Hatters. That's not a joke. And their logo, their symbol, isn't even a hatter. It's just a top hat. That's it. We drove through Hatboro, I think.
Yes!
Hatboro, New Jersey, which is...
No, I thought it was Pennsylvania.
I think it was New Jersey.
Oh, that was one of the most exciting days of my life.
For those of you everyone, who've never been to Hatboro, we were just driving through, waiting to get onto the highway, I guess.
We were coming from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So we were
and we didn't know that we were passing
through Jersey. When we were driving, I thought, why are we not on the highway yet? But we passed through this small town, and most small towns, this was July, most small towns have... around Christmas time, they'll hang up little decorations, and a lot of them are these wire frames of snowflakes or the shape of a Christmas tree or what have you. And sometimes they have lights on them, sometimes they don't. This town, on every single signpost and every single lamppost, had just a 4-foot top hat.
Just spectacular.
Every single, every 25 feet.
It was on all of the road signs too.
Yeah.
Just a little, literally, it would be Cherry Street with a fucking top hat. Oh, it was the best thing that I've ever seen in my life.
So anyway.
Oh my god, we should go back.
That's in New Jersey, but also Danbury.
It was what was that? The Twilight Zone. We were just what the fuck is happening?
The most boring episode of the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it was just we were just thrust into this universe that we never knew existed and we'll never see again.
Yeah, it was. I divide my life into two distinct periods. Which is obviously BH and AH, so... But so...
Obviously.
Yeah.
That was... So, I forgot about that. I'm glad you brought
Danbury,
it up.
Connecticut, nowhere near Hatboro, New Jersey. Their mascot is the Mad Hatters, which is just terrible. There's another, Darien, Connecticut. Their mascot is the Blue Wave, which I don't...
Wait, I'm still trying to... What's your middle school mascot?
Right, my middle school, yes. You got 2 out of 3. Which I'm going to give
Bulldogs.
you. The Bulldogs. Hey!
Hey! I got all 3! See, I listen, and this shows that I love you because I really could care less about your fucking middle school mascot. I'm going to be honest.
I guess that's fine.
Right?
Your elementary school is a Blue Jay, and your middle school and high school was the same school. You guys were the Trojan condoms.
All right. We were
just for her pleasure.
We were the Trojan warriors. We were not the Trojan condoms, but it didn't matter.
I don't know about any of that.
Well, our mascot was a man. A very scary, angry-looking man with a humongous chin.
A Trojan.
He looks kind of like our college mascot was the Minutemen, and he kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a man.
Yeah, just although actually the Minuteman mascot had a huge chin too. They all look like Stan from American Dad. Anyway.
Who is my mortal enemy?
You love everyone.
Not true. I have a mortal enemy.
I don't want to say it on the pod.
Well, I'm saying it on the pod. Whether you get it or not, I'm saying it on the pod.
Is it one of your relatives that I don't want to name?
Nope.
Okay, then... Is it a character or is it a real human being? Because you don't hate anyone.
Who's to say?
Okay, because if it's... I don't know.
It's Holden Caulfield.
What? That was like my favorite book growing up.
Yeah, the book was fine. I can't stand Holden Caulfield.
You're a bitch.
Oh no! Why did I give you a check mark?
Oh, you're actually scoring me. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, so good. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. To quote Meatloaf.
Ugh.
2 out of 4, dear reader.
Fucking Meatloaf. Fuck you.
What's the worst crime ever committed, in my opinion?
I don't know. Probably like child molesting.
You think I think the worst crime ever committed is molesting a child?
Or like ever committed by anyone. I thought you meant like the worst crime that could exist.
Nope.
I don't know. The Holocaust was pretty bad. I don't think you really care about it though.
No.
Yeah.
They redesigned Bob the Builder. He was a beautiful Asian American icon.
These are
and
comic
they whitewashed him.
answers. That's not fair to do to me.
You got it wrong, kid.
Ugh, God. They did look up Bob the Builder now. It's pretty hard.
Where's my favorite place in the world?
India?
An interesting guess.
Well, in terms of travel, you always
Next
say India's your
to
favorite.
you.
What?
Next to you.
Oh, is that your real answer?
That was my answer.
Babe, that's really cute.
But India, the Indian subcontinent was a good backup guess.
Whenever I ask you what your favorite place was, that's what you say.
Where's
my favorite place?
Huh?
Where's my favorite place?
Poconos. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Egypt, which is also really, really
both fair.
Amazing. But
What's my favorite type of ice cream? There are 2 acceptable answers. You're not going to get anywhere close to either of them.
Oh, God. You like pistachio, right?
I do like pistachio.
Yeah. Your favorite, though? I feel like it's something really weird. I don't know. You like some Ben & Jerry's.
Ooh, I do like Cherry Garcia. That's probably...
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah. That's probably, I'd say, like 3rd place.
Okay.
Thereabouts. Somewhere, like 3rd place, but not 3rd place.
Before I guess...
I like chocolate. I'm pretty boring. But that's not it.
Oh.
That's not it. There are 2 that are tied.
I hate them both, so I immediately put them out of my brain because I was like, this is useless.
You think one of them is stupid, and the other one, this answer's going to... It might shake you to your core. I want you to prepare yourself.
It's like something weird and like coffee or something, but like you don't like coffee, so it's not that. But like it's something weird like that, where it's who eats coffee ice cream?
I do like coffee ice cream, although I don't drink coffee. I'm pretty quirky like that. I got a lot of little things, little eccentricities. Pretty eccentric guy. Pretty out there.
Just like R2-D2.
R2-D2 is a robot.
You called him eccentric.
Wow,
I thought it was so weird. I don't know what your favorite flavor of ice cream is.
Dennis Hoffman-esque retention you have for some of the lines from the Star Wars movies. I don't know what to do with that.
Are you calling me Rain Man again?
I am calling you Rain Man again. Yeah.
Dennis Hoffman.
Yeah, he played.
He's the actor. I get it, but that was a weird way of saying that. I don't know what your favorite. Again, it's something weird like toffee or like some bullshit like buttercream or something that like isn't really an ice cream flavor.
We're gonna need an answer, Jess.
What is it? I don't know.
Serve it. If you put in a final answer.
Banana peanut butter.
Show me banana peanut butter. No.
Yeah. What is it?
Don't have a sounder for it. Oh, I should get a sounder for it. Ugh. Too little, too late. But let me see if I can do it.
So not.
Not
can you tell me what you're fucking...
Yeah, it's, the 2 answers are peppermint stick, which is delicious.
Peppermint stick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ladies love it.
Again, like, that's not an ice cream flavor. Like, no, that doesn't exist. You have mint chocolate chip. That's what the normal people do for peppermint. Mint chocolate chip is pretty fucking delicious.
Mint chocolate chip is good, but peppermint's
Jesus
much better.
Christ. Okay.
Peppermint's much better. God damn.
What the fuck?
If Jessica, please, is much better if it has actual like candy cane in it. Candy cane or peppermint stick.
You bought
or peppermint, those
a
are,
pint, or you bought like a gallon.
A quart.
Yeah, you bought a quart of that ice cream, and then you did not eat it.
Yeah.
And it was sitting in our fridge for like 2 years.
Okay, that's the correct one. And we need the incorrect one too. I'll open a new window for it. Get a peek behind the curtain, dear reader. Incorrect. Jessica, fill airtime.
Normal people do this in post, but Robert
they do this in
refuses.
No.
Yes.
Not post. This is usually this is prep, as I keep saying.
No, normal people do it in post.
No, man, normal people do it. No, that's not how sounders work. Jessica, one of us.
You're an idiot.
This is my show.
You're a fucking idiot.
All right, one of these feels like it's a lot louder than the other.
I think that's a stupid opinion.
That's incorrect. Yeah, that one's a little bit louder.
But it doesn't matter because it's so short. Anyway, okay, so
far so good. Thanks,
stick,
Jess, for filling the time. Yep.
And
Yeah, what's your second guess? You get another
my
guess.
God,
If you
I'm
get
not gonna
either of
get
them,
this.
I'll give it to you.
Again, is it like complicated? Like peppermint stick isn't complicated, but is it the
Jessica,
second one
it's the
complicated?
simplest thing in the world.
Vanilla.
Nope.
What is it?
Dippin' Dots.
That's not a flavor.
The ice
of
cream of the future. I didn't say flavor. I said type.
Oh, you didn't say type.
I did say type.
God, fuck. I didn't know that you liked Dippin' Dots.
What's my favorite type of ice cream?
We literally go
Back to us live, dear reader.
we
Just
literally
you can't
go to
talk
the
over
zoo.
me.
Sorry.
Yeah, and I never get Dippin' Dots because you never offer to buy them for me.
I don't think that's how that works. You know what I do at the zoo? I buy my own food.
No, you don't. I
Yep.
pay for it
Sometimes.
probably 70% of the time.
No.
Well, I guess who's
That's
to
definitely
say?
not true.
How many 5-year-olds do I think, or know, I could fight to the death?
Oh, no. You wrote down these questions? Like you made these up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Babe, that's so cute.
Why do you think I'm staring at my phone while I'm reading these off?
I thought you were reading an internet thing.
Nope.
Fucker.
Just me, babe.
Okay, how many? Oh, fuck. It was like 75 or something.
I said
Or
conservatively.
35.
Is that your final answer? One or the other?
I'll say 75.
I said conservatively, 5-year-olds, 1,000. So I have a feeling I'm going to be using that a lot.
Stop! I already definitely did not.
This
get
is a
25.
3-part question.
Shit.
What's my favorite animal?
An ostrich.
That is correct.
Oh, thank God.
Here, you get this. I don't think you're going to get the other two. We'll see what happens. What is my favorite animal to ride?
An ostrich.
Jessica.
You say you want to ride an ostrich.
But I never have.
Oh. An elephant? I don't know. What is it?
A goat.
You've ridden a goat?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Who rides goats?
I rode a goat in India. He was very small.
Oh. That's weird.
What's my favorite animal to hunt?
I don't know what that means because I know that you don't hunt. Stop, I didn't guess yet. Hunt? Stop, that's just stressing me out.
Fair enough.
You don't hunt.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Stop. Oh my God.
The answer is fireflies.
That's cute.
So, fireflies. What's my favorite part of a house?
The weather vane. My God.
There you go.
That's because you never stop talking about them.
Good job. You got another one. You're on a bit of a roll.
Thanks.
I mean,
Nah.
yeah, you just missed 2 in a row, but you're on a bit of a roll.
This is like almost too. Like I thought you were gonna do a generic romance questionnaire thing because
You don't.
This
is
like,
too personal. You don't know me this well.
No, I'm saying like it's. I guess they're still interesting to people that don't know us, but I'm saying the people can't play this game.
The people can suck shit. That's what I say.
Okay, well.
The listeners are my new mortal enemy. What's my favorite type of alcohol?
You hate all alcohol, but you like beer, I think, or wine.
Terrible.
What?
Awful.
What's your favorite type of alcohol?
Not even close. Tequila.
No, you hate tequila. What are you talking about?
Jessica.
Also, you literally say that you hate hard liquor and that you'd prefer to drink wine because you don't like liquor. You literally say that all the time.
Can do this all day.
Stop
fucker.
doing that.
All day.
You always tell me you're like, I'd much rather anything but shots.
Because you do shots of vodka.
No, I don't. I hate vodka.
Jessica.
We don't own vodka.
The first time I ever got drunk, you gave me 8 shots of vodka.
that was awful. I'm so sorry about that. That was my fault. And
No,
I take
yeah, no.
responsibility, yeah.
I have thus appraised.
We'll tell you that story, Pod Racers, anytime.
It was like 3 weeks before I turned 21. Jessica knew, or maybe it might have been like the day before, I don't know. Jessica knew that we were going out with her family the next day, early. I didn't realize it was a brunch.
I thought we were
I didn't
gonna
realize it
get
was a brunch. I thought it was dinner. But no, it was like noon.
Yeah. I thought that it was...
So Jessica said, let's go. Instead of doing this in her house, I think I was like sleeping. I went over to her house and was sleeping over.
It was
said,
too
"Let's-"
late, I think.
No,
or like,
man, none of this.
no,
makes sense.
it was
None of
because
this
we
makes sense.
wanted to do things. We wanted to
You had a room, man.
do
Listen,
inappropriate
listen,
things.
listen. We did inappropriate things all over your parents' house all the time. That wouldn't have stopped. So anyway, we drove 2 blocks away, went to a cul-de-sac. Jessica gave me a Gatorade, which she had poured out, a third of, and then filled with shot after shot after shot of vodka, and then said, "Just drink this." And I said, "How much?" And you went, all of it. And then you gave me one of those.
You're
yes,
misremembering.
I'm not misremembering. And then you gave me one of those weird little pink shots that are called Kinkies or something.
Yeah.
And then
It's a nip of kinky.
Sure. And then we did, what people do in Jess's parents' house. And and then I said,
I think we're the only ones that have sex in my parents' house. Ayo.
Well, Jess, you can't. First of all, too fast. Second of all, I have to finish the last word. It doesn't matter. So I'm not even going to go down that road. So yeah, we did what we did, and then we were sitting in the car, and I said, "I feel like I'm going to throw up." And you went, "Okay, stick your head out the door, and I'll drive."
You're telling this wrong.
No, I'm not. This
Yes.
is precisely what happened.
No,
You
I'll
said,
tell it after.
"I'll drive us home." As soon as I said, "I don't feel so good," you said, "Okay, let's start moving." And you said, "Stick your head out," because I was in the middle seat.
No, you're misremembering.
No, I'm not. No, I'm definitely
yes,
not.
No, you definitely
I'm 100% not.
Sweetie,
I said,
you are.
"No, I'm not." And you said, "Stick your head out," and because it's a minivan and I was not in the passenger seat, you said, "Just stay in the middle, doesn't matter, and just stick your head out." And everything was fine. As soon as we started moving, I vomited. It's the only time I think I've thrown up from being drunk. I vomited out of the side of the car into the road. Yeah.
Okay, stop.
It's an older minivan, and so had Jessica, I opened the side door and just stuck my head out. If Jessica had stopped short, the door would have closed on my head. It would have slid closed.
I did not know
and
that.
Probably Jessica decapitated me right then and there.
Oh my god! Here's what I'm gonna tell it how I remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, like we're drinking, and
Here comes the bullshit.
I did prepare Rob a drink with Gatorade, and I think I put like 2 or 3 shots in it, which should not have gotten. Don't stop it. Which should not have gotten Rob that drunk.
Sure.
So I said drink the whole thing, and he drank it relatively quickly, and I was like, okay, let's just whatever. And then after a little while, he was complaining a lot, and he was just like, I don't feel drunk at all.
I've never complained about
No,
you can't
you're
close
not
my
allowed to do
computer
this.
because it's charging
Okay,
your
but
phone.
you need to stop. So basically, you were saying,
fucking
I
shot.
don't feel drunk. And I was like, okay, let's give you some shots, because maybe that's the problem. And then I think we just didn't give you enough time, or like the fact that we were just like sitting down and laying down, if you know what I mean. And we never like stood, like if we had stood up and walked around, I think it would have like hit you, but we just like, and at that point I hadn't been drinking long enough to really like know these things either. Like I wasn't a professional drinker at that time yet either. Anyway.
Jessica, you were bored. You had fetal alcohol syndrome.
Probably. No, I mean, I started drinking when I was 20.
Okay.
And obviously we were 21 by this time, so I'd been drinking for like a year, I guess, but I drank very irresponsibly as well, and I liked to get absolutely hammered, so, my bad. But also, yeah, so then you just kept on saying I don't feel drunk, so I kept on like making you drink more, but I don't know if we just like didn't give it enough time, or like we just weren't. Anyway, and then he had a couple shots of Kinkies, and then, whatever, and then he started to feel sick. And then we waited, and it was already like 2 a.m. at this time. So I remember saying, we need to go home. And Robert, stop, get your hand off the fucking buzzer. And I remember, like, we waited a little while, and then I was like, hey, Rob, like, and you didn't feel better, and you were so drunk that, like, you didn't have a concept of time. So we waited for, like, a half hour. I timed it, and we waited for 30 minutes, and he didn't feel any better, and I said, okay, I'm going to move. Like, I'm going to drive us home because I'd much rather have you be barfing everywhere at home versus in a car in a random cul-de-sac. So then I drove you home, and then you were like, I'm going to throw up, and I was like, put your head out the door, which is also true, and I rolled very slowly all the way home. I've never driven slower in my life. And it was also, we were like less than a minute away from home, so. And then you threw up in the bathroom for a while, and you just sat there being sad, and I felt really bad. And that's what happened.
All right, well, that was close to the truth, so.
Oh my god. All right, next fucking question.
What's my favorite television show?
You like The Wire? You like The Sopranos? Your favorite, though?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, I know, like, you like South Park. Yep. I don't know what your favorite show is. I'm gonna say The Wire. Shocker.
There we go. Price is Right.
What? Really?
No, not really.
Oh, thank God.
South Park is.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
give it to
I
you.
listed it. Yeah, give me a chickadee check.
I like The Wire. I don't care for it. The reason I recommend it to you is because you complain to me constantly that you're so bored of television that you're rewatching Cougar Town.
Yeah.
That's why I say maybe try watching The Wire or something.
No, I'm pretty sure you, like, I don't know, whatever. No. Anyway.
How did I get the scar that I'm pointing to right now on my hip?
That was your motorcycle accident.
Nope. That's on my calf.
Shit. Was it your bike accident?
When I was hit by a car.
Oh, no. That was the one where you were on the back of a Jeep?
Nope.
Fuck. What the fuck?
When I was off-roading. That story, this entire story for that is that my cousin Jimmy was, I don't know, let's say, how much older is he than I am? 10 or 12 years? Yeah, something like that. Let's say he was 23, 24, and I was, let's say 13. He said, do you guys want to go off-roading, to me and my little brother? And we said, yeah, okay, I don't really know what off-roading is. But he had this Jeep that he kind of built himself, and he put a lot of spare parts in it, and so he just put us in the Jeep, and he was driving, obviously, and Greg, who was 9 or 10, was in the passenger seat, and the Jeep sat 2. And it's like, I guess you could sit in the back, like in the cabin, in the cab rather. And so I did until we just went on the highway, and I was sitting in the back of a Jeep, like a pickup truck bed, basically. And it had like 36-inch wheels. It was this huge, very clearly off-roading vehicle. And so we got to this random part of the side of the highway, he pulled over, and we just went off-road. And he said, so now what you do, Greg, you just sit there. Bob, you stand in the back, and you hold on to the crossbar, whatever it's called, the A-beam, that's going across the like middle of any Jeep or most cars that you just can't see. And so you just stand and you hold on to it. And so for like 20 minutes, he was just driving, and I was just standing in the back, standing up. It was like you're standing in the back of a pickup truck as it's off-roading, holding onto this bar. There was nothing keeping me in the car. I was just like jumping and jostling and bouncing. It was like my teeth were chattering because of how severely we were just dropping onto things. And so he drove us like 20 minutes to this giant rope swing that, you swing on it and you jump into water. And neither Greg or I wanted to go on it.
No.
So we just went back.
Oh.
And so Greg was like, that was really fun. I was like, no, I don't.
You have
maybe I'll sit in the front next time.
You have this middle child situation where, like, even outside of your family, you're always just treated like the middle child. Like, everyone's just kind of like, oh, Rob will be fine no matter what you do with him, so just do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, it's a real, whatever the opposite is of Munchausen by proxy, I'm the victim of Munchausen by proxy, I think is what I'm trying to say. Like, where you hurt people to get attention, like you hurt your kids.
Sure.
It's more just like you hurt
that's what I do to
me
you.
And then forget about it.
Sure.
So that no one pays attention to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what everyone does to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you have, I think I can name every single one of your scars.
Scar on my hip.
You have one
Scar
from a bike, one from off-roading, one from a motorcycle accident.
I don't have a scar from when I was hit by a car on a bike. I do not.
Okay. And then you have one on your thumb.
And you just said the off-roading accident. There was no accident.
Yeah. What was I thinking of?
We were just off-roading, and I was like, that hurt for 45 minutes.
Okay, maybe I'm just listening stories which got you hurt. You have a scar on your thumb, right? From the thing. You have a scar on your back from, like, a weird mole. That was deemed unacceptable.
On my hip.
You have pox on your face.
On my hip.
Like a freak.
You have boils all over your body.
You have craters on your face. And you have another one on your...
They're eye sockets, Jess.
What is this one? This one's also, it was just a weird mole, right?
I don't know what to do with it. This is just, you make me sound grotesque.
This one on your face was a weird mole.
It was from Lord Voldemort.
He has a bump and then a line.
What is the...
all the way down
his cheek. It was from when
He's like a pirate.
It's from when Dr. Frankenstein sewed me together. What's the one...
I don't know what's on your hip.
On my hip.
I thought that was a motorcycle burn.
Nope.
Let me see it. How big is it?
It's right there.
Oh, gross. Oh, it's huge.
He's more machine than man now.
Yeah. Another Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Also, you have a couple cuts from me. Whoops.
We need an answer, Jess.
I don't know.
Final answer.
I don't know.
Okay, surprisingly, that's not it. It's from when I was on a Razor scooter, bombing down the hill that I lived on, which was like 300
That's the bike
feet
accident I was thinking
vertically,
of.
basically. And I was going down it with a friend of mine, and we would just take turns. We were like 5 of us, and we had 2 scooters. And so one of them said, yeah, this one I keep taking, the brakes don't work, so I have to, go really slow and go serpentine. And
God.
It's like, come on now, you got to step on it. Like, he doesn't know how to use a Razor scooter brake. So it's like, I'll show you how it's done. So we bomb down the hill, and we get like 2/3 of the way down it, and we're probably
Why would you not try it first?
fuck it. So I did try, like, at the top of the hill. I went like 5 feet and then stepped on the brake, but I was going 3 miles an hour, so it stopped.
Oh my God.
So anyway, we were bombing down the hill and going probably like 40 miles an hour, and sure enough, I stepped on the brake and just nothing happened. And we were coming up on an intersection, and there was a car like pulling up to the stop sign. I thought, that car probably doesn't see us, and people blow through this intersection all the time. So if a car hits me, I'm going to go flying off this thing and maybe get pulled under a car and maybe die.
I'm glad that you had this thought process.
Yeah, this was
wouldn't.
this whole thing was like, do I go through the intersection or do I bail and like jump off? This
Yeah.
whole process was like, I don't know, 0.3 of a second.
Sure.
And so I jumped off and just rolled for probably 10 feet on the concrete.
Oh.
And
You dumb bitch.
yeah, scratched up my hip pretty badly.
Shit, that's what I thought about your bike accident. I got them confused.
Yeah, well.
My bad. Shockingly.
Who was my favorite Batman?
What the fuck? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm thinking Michael Keaton, but he might be mine.
He might be yours.
Yeah, I think he's my favorite, but I don't. I'm gonna say Michael Keaton.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, ladies and gentlemen?
No.
Not only is Michael Keaton not my favorite, Michael Keaton might not even be in my top 5.
I don't think it's Val Kilmer.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Can you listen to Batman's?
You're
for
not
me?
gonna get it, so
Okay.
I'm gonna play
Sure.
this sounder for you that will answer it for you.
Singing is contagious. I'll sing too. Adam West, Adam West. A little bit softer now. Adam West.
I would never have guessed that.
Adam West. Adam West.
Isn't that the character's name?
West.
Yeah.
I'll come out when they're all gone.
So my favorite, a sub, you didn't get it, by the way.
It's Adam West.
Adam West.
I don't even know who that is.
It's also my favorite character in Family Guy. He plays...
What?
He was the first... Yeah, he was the
Who
first...
likes Adam West?
Everyone. If you don't like Adam West, there's something wrong with you. He was the first
garbage.
Batman in the television show, and then they made a movie with him. But he was
That's
the TV
unfair.
Batman, and... Huh?
These are unfair questions.
They're not unfair.
They're so obscure.
They made a movie. It's not obscure. Adam West might... I mean, anyone who's only seen movies made in the last 15 years doesn't know who Adam West is, but he's probably like the most famous Batman. He's
don't
probably
know
most
who-
famous for being Batman out of
I've
everyone.
literally never heard this man's
That's
name.
your fault. But anyway,
Okay, weird obscure question.
you have heard his name because in Family Guy, he plays himself and is the mayor of Quahog.
Oh, that's his voice?
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Adam West plays Adam West in Family Guy. So the
Okay, that's
famed
better.
Batman actor just is the mayor of this Rhode Island town.
Got it. That's cute. Oh, man, that... Oh, okay.
Anyway, what's...
ASMR. Crinkly tinfoil, I dare you. Delicious.
Okay.
Everyone loved it.
What's my favorite place we've ever been together?
Istanbul.
Hey, look at you, kid.
Istanbul is good.
You got it.
Would recommend.
You see what? Oh, this one. Oh yeah, this was the one that I don't. Well, you can count if you want. Are you having fun?
No.
Okay, so no. That calls for a buzzer.
What?
You said no. What's my nickname? This one you should get because I said on the pod, I don't know, 4 days ago. What's my nickname for James Bond? Oh, Jessica, come on, you're breaking my heart.
I hear music.
Huh? You hear music? Yeah, there's someone's playing music outside in the street.
Okay.
It'll be good production value.
I don't know, you call him unable to get it up, but I don't remember what the specific name was.
Agent 007 inches.
Oh.
007 inches, dear reader.
You called him many names.
There are two answers that I'll accept for this, and I don't think you're going to get either of them. When was the first time I left the country? Is that your final answer?
Okay. India was when you were 15. Hawaii might have been when you were 17, I think. But there was one where you went where, like, Greg was... Either your mom was pregnant with him or he was, like, really, really young.
He was 6 months old or so. 7 months old, yeah. He was a baby.
I think that was also Hawaii, so I'm confused.
Final answer.
It was definitely that trip. So, whatever trip that was.
Well, I don't know if I should give you that because it kind of was that trip where we went to Bermuda.
Fuck.
But the other answer is when we went to Barbados. Just my mother and my father and myself.
No, you were...
My mother was 8 months pregnant with me.
Yeah, I don't count that. Absolutely not.
So I would give you Bermuda because it is the right answer.
Yeah.
But you didn't get it.
But
You said Hawaii.
Yeah. But I knew it was that trip where your brother was 6 months old.
I don't know how much leeway I should
And I
give.
got the pregnancy thing. I was like, your brother was either a baby or...
But that was
it a
lucky.
pregnant
You didn't
thing.
know. None of that was...
Well, every time
something
you
you
bring
knew.
up the one where you're in the womb, I'm like, no, absolutely not. You didn't leave the country. Like, you were in a life.
I don't know if I should give you that one. Well, we can
I
come
would
back
do
to it.
it if I were you.
Yeah, well, we'll circle back.
Okay.
Where do I want to go most? Two answers.
Malaysia, probably.
Is that your final answer?
Well, I'm going to give you a second answer because apparently you're going to accept two answers. I mean, you want to go to Italy with me specifically. Like, that's the trip
Been there, done that.
I know, but okay. Where do you want to go most? I'm just going to call it Malaysia.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Malaysia or the moon?
Oh.
The moon, dude. The moon. Favorite fruit?
Mango. What?
Interesting.
Are you kidding me? You eat mangoes constantly.
I might not have... I don't think I've had mango in 2020. It's May.
Yeah, but we've been in
go.
quarantine, so I don't know. You haven't had
Jessica,
a lot of
we go to the...
Bloobs?
Oh my God. I do like blueberries. There are two answers. It's either clay aiken or watermelon. 11:38 p.m. dear reader.
You do love watermelon, that's true.
I do love... Watermelon's my favorite fruit.
Okay.
Or I do like clay aiken. Favorite vegetable?
Oh, God, Rob. Fuck. Is it a potato?
Wow.
What the fuck?
I would have accepted celery or corn or terry shivo.
You do love celery. I don't know what...
Ugh, terrible. This is
I've never seen you eat corn in my life.
I'm so... Jessica. I'm so confused. I'm bewildered. I don't know how to respond to that.
I wish you had asked me to make a 30-question
You
list.
can do that for next episode.
Perfect.
You can have these questions.
Because I look like a twat. I look like a negligent twat.
I'm for sure. Jessica, as we started, my favorite movie... Why did I give you a check mark for that? You didn't get it. Oh, because you got the favorite scene. Yeah, I'm giving you a lot of leeway. You couldn't name my favorite movie. I rattled off in order your four favorite movies.
No, I didn't know the 12 Angry
Jessica,
Ladies.
Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, Lady Ghostbusters. Yeah. Ocean's 8. If you want to go head-to-head with this, I'm going to clean your clock.
Yeah, you did some weird obscure questions, like who your favorite Batman was.
You can do whatever.
You never talk about that.
I know your favorite Batman is Val Kilmer.
No, I think I literally said already.
You said, I think it's Michael Keaton. Jessica, you're wrong.
I mean, Val Kilmer is my favorite human.
So, go fuck your mother. This is a two-part question. Fast food order and favorite fast food order and favorite fast food order chicken specific.
No! The number 6 at Wendy's.
Hey!
Is that true?
Look at you! Do you happen to know what that is?
Double chicken with a little baby on the side. That's what you get.
Wow. Yeah. Look at you. So you think, hold on. You think the answer to both questions, favorite fast food and favorite chicken specific fast food order, is the double chicken at Wendy's?
Yeah. Well, I think that's your favorite chicken specific order. And
What's
then you
my
get
favorite-
like a little burger or
what's my
something on the
favorite
side.
order?
You get a little or maybe it's a little chicken on the side. I don't know. Anyway, don't wrong me. Don't give me the wrongs. Oh!
It was a trick question and you got them both.
Oh!
My favorite, it's not a double McChicken. What I get, dear reader, we go to Wendy's, I get a number 6, which is a spicy chicken sandwich.
It is the number 6.
Yeah, it is. A junior bacon. That's why it's a trick question.
I think we've done this like 4 times in our entire relationship.
No, Jessica, we've done this at least 24 times.
Oh, okay.
Maybe hundreds of times.
No, we do not go to Wendy's very often.
Many times. Probably once every other month.
No,
I'd say that's definitely fair.
definitely not.
Especially anytime we go on.
We go to Wendy's like twice a year.
No, anytime we go on like a road trip, and we pull over, I'm like, oh, let's go to a Wendy's. It's always Wendy's. Plus, sometimes I'm like, hey, Jess, can we go to a Wendy's?
Okay, weird. I don't.
Probably every 2 months.
I think I bought
for 6 years. That's like 36 times.
No, we've gone to Wendy's like twice a year for 6 years.
No, even that's a dozen.
Yeah.
Even that is a dozen. So the answer lies somewhere between us, which is 24, which is precisely what I said.
Do you always get the number 6?
Every single time.
Oh, okay.
I get a number 6.
Oh, thank God I knew it. Oh
a
my
junior
God.
bacon cheeseburger, which is a little baby size.
Yeah.
And I usually, not always, I'll get fries with that. And I usually, but not always, get a 6-piece spicy chicken nugget.
You do that too.
So yeah. Once I
baby on the
went
side.
canoeing, and then I went to Wendy's afterwards, and for some reason maybe I'd had chicken for lunch or something. I didn't want a chicken sandwich, and instead I got 10 junior bacon cheeseburgers and a medium fry.
So
And I
weird.
ate it all in like 18 minutes.
Man, I was gonna say the number 4, and I just on a whim last minute changed it to 6.
Trust your gut.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
Well, my gut was wrong.
It's a horrible gut. It's defective. But, okay, this one I think you're actually going to get. Who was I named after?
Roberto Clemente of the Roberto brothers.
I think you're doing a joke.
Yeah, the Marx brothers is your middle name,
Hey.
and then Roberto Clemente, the baseball player, is
You
your
got
first
it.
name. Come on. If I didn't get that, my God.
This one's
Again, speaking of The Bachelor, there was one bachelorette,
Yeah.
who ended up, the man that she chose, his name was Roberto.
Sure.
And I think, to be fair, he introduced himself as Roberto.
Yeah.
But every time she's like, Roberto? Hey, Roberto. And I'm just like, it's so cringy. But again, he wasn't like, hello, my name is Roberto. Like, he never did that, so I don't blame her for it. But it was just so terrible to hear. So I'm so happy her name isn't Roberto, because I would sound like her.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Have I ever... This one's pretty binary, yes or no, true or false question.
God.
So you got, even if you don't know it, 50-50 shot.
Thank God.
But your first answer's got to be your final one.
Okay.
Because I don't want you flip-flopping on it, covering
Sure.
all your bases.
Watch me.
Have I ever done the cinnamon challenge?
No.
It's too bad.
Okay. When... I'm assuming you did it with your brother.
I was doing it to convince Cuba to do it.
Oh, you
It
know what?
worked.
You've told me that story.
But it did not go well.
Yeah.
What's the only thing I collect or have ever collected? That face tells me you don't know.
Stop. What do you...
I'm not religious about it. But
I
it's
mean,
the
you
only-
collect books. I don't know if that
No,
counts.
I have books.
Okay.
I read books. That's the confusion.
You're not religious about it. What do you collect? Hang on.
I'm going to give you 10 seconds on this one.
Okay.
Because either you know it or you don't. And Jessica...
Peacock feathers.
That's you.
Well, you collect them for me.
Yeah, I find them and then give them away to kids at the zoo. Jessica? Coins.
I didn't know that about you.
Numismatic. Really? What's
You have collect... You... Yeah, okay.
What's the Italian word for tart? The answer is not Liberace.
This doesn't seem like a knowing Robert question, but...
It would if you knew me a little better. Doesn't seem like you're gonna
What?
get it. Also, you took
Is it
7...
tart?
Oh my God. You took 7 years of Italian. Even if you didn't know me, you should know this answer. Too bad. Crostata.
Why would knowing you help
Because
me
I
with
say
that?
it all the time.
You're so weird.
Awful. Terrible. Question 29. Where's Bin Laden?
What?
Where's Bin Laden?
What?
Yeah, you're gonna get
No.
waterboarded. Where did they find Bin Laden?
In the mountains?
In the mountains? No.
What?
They found him in a compound in a town in Pakistan called Abbottabad. It's my last name.
It's not.
Abad. Abbottabad. Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's... Oh, okay.
It's disappointing. Again, that one...
That's not a knowing you question.
That one, too, you could have known, even without knowing me.
Sure, but I'm saying you've literally never talked about that.
This one is a two-parter. If you get either of them, I will give you the question. What is my favorite soda and or / candy?
Oh my God. I don't know, you like Butterfingers. Okay, your favorite soda, I'm pretty sure doesn't exist anymore. It's like one of those weird ones that I'd never heard of before I met you, and it doesn't exist anymore. That might be your brother's favorite soda, but that's all the soda that you've ever told me about.
I'm going to give you a half a point because that is, in fact, Gregory's favorite soda. It does still exist. Well, actually, it kind of doesn't. They renamed it. It's Mr. Pibb.
Yeah. You never, you don't talk about yourself a lot. You mostly just talk about the people that you love and what they like. So
Yeah.
I feel like I know more about Greg than I do about you, probably.
So, interesting. Pibb Extra is a reformulation of Mr. Pibb, which no longer exists, a soft drink created and marketed by the Coca-Cola Company to compete with Dr. Pepper, basically.
Oh.
First introduced as Peppo. It is, yeah. But then they were sued by Dr. Pepper. They made a new formula called Pibb Extra and added cinnamon flavor and
Ew.
is marketed as artificially flavored spicy cherry soda. So Mr. Pibb,
Spicy.
yeah, when my brother and I would go see my uncle, my dad's brother, he would always have like a 12 case of Mr. Pibb, and Greg would drink, say we're there for a day, Greg would drink like 5 of them. He loved Mr. Pibb. And for some reason, I've never seen Mr. Pibb, maybe once or twice, like in a weird Walmart or something. I found out that the Dr. Pepper, like the Walmart brand Dr. Pepper, is called Dr. Thunder.
Okay.
Yeah, and Dr. Pepper, there's a place in Texas called Waco, which is famous for a very, very, I think years-long FBI standoff with a cult, and I think hundreds of people died sometime in the 90s.
We should do a pod about that.
Waco, Texas, is also the other claim to fame is the birthplace of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so anyway.
Not great for Dr. Pepper.
Not great.
But...
So, what are you going to do? So, anyway.
Okay, but what's your favorite
Yeah,
soda?
Mr. Pibb is Greg's.
It's doing boring like Sprite.
I'll give you a half a point for that.
Okay, is it Sprite?
Or favorite candy.
Is it Sprite? Is your favorite soda Sprite? It's a fucking bummer.
My favorite lemon lime soda isn't even Sprite. I'm more of a Sierra Mist kind of guy.
Ew.
The answer is root beer. That one's pretty,
Oh, I knew that.
pretty trivial. Yeah,
I
you
knew
should
that,
have.
yeah.
You should have. You didn't.
Well,
You'll note that you did not.
again, if you...
We have several minutes of audio of you not knowing it.
If you just gave me a notepad and gave me a minute...
I'll give you
my
a quarter
God.
point for the Greg thing, because you didn't even really get it. You said it's something weird that doesn't exist anymore.
Yep.
So, and my favorite candy is a Wonka bar, which they no longer make.
You love Wonder Balls too, but they also don't make those.
Yep.
They do, they're just not here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many did you say you were going to get?
25?
You said 25, I said 7, I think.
Sure.
You got
Well, I already beat you, fucker.
10.25.
That's disappointing.
I was
honestly.
much closer.
Look, here's the thing. I thought that this was going to be a generic questionnaire.
What does it matter?
It absolutely matters, because if you're like,
These are questions.
what's Robert's biggest pet
These
peeve
are
about
questions
you? Like,
tailored specifically to me.
No, I know, but that they make them harder, and a lot of yours were really obscure and weird.
Fine. I'll say you're allowed to retroactively now downgrade your guess from 25 down to 20. You got 10.
Yeah. I also feel like it's hard with you, because, like, you have a lot of favorite things, but, like, again, I've never seen you eat a Wonka bar. And I've never...
I talk about them constantly.
seen
And
you...
at every single big candy store, every time we go somewhere like Maine or Vermont or something, there are a lot of places that say, like, oh, we're the biggest by... They're always weird metrics. Like, by square footage, we're the biggest candy store on the East Coast. It's like, what? What the fuck? So, but
we have
anyway...
70 windows, more than any
anytime
other
we go
store.
to one of those weird small town... You know, the thing to do in our small town is go to the candy shop. Like, okay, Jesus Christ.
We
Go to...
You make that seem lame, but also we go to a lot of places.
No, we go to
like
every
that.
single one. But we don't live there. Like,
Yeah.
if you live there, it's like, go to a town where things actually happen and then go
Sure.
to the tallest building there and jump off. Because if you go to the tallest building in your town and jump off, you're going to roll your ankle.
No.
So, anyway, every single time we go to any of those, which as you've said, is often,
Yeah, we
I
love them.
always ask them if they have a Wonka bar.
Oh,
Constantly.
I'm so sorry. Can you send me
The
this
answer's always
list
no.
so I can remember you?
Sure. I don't know what that's supposed
I need
to
to
mean.
learn.
Oh, I don't have the answers written down. They're in my noodle.
I'll know them.
Okay, you won't. You didn't know them the first time around. You're not going to know
I'll
them.
know them now.
You could study for this exam, and I don't think you'd do much better.
I feel like, again, it's like a recall thing where like, I don't
It's
know.
more like a knowing me thing for 6
Like, I know
years.
that you love Dr. Pepper. Like, I mean,
Root beer.
Sorry.
Again, this is really bolstering my theory that if you studied, you might do worse.
I know that you love root beer.
might-
Because you order root beer all the time, and then every single time I take a sip of it, I go, ew, gross,
Yeah,
I
you
hate
might-
root beer. Like, I know that you always get root
you
beer.
keep taking sips of it. You might talk yourself out of some of these
Yeah,
answers.
yeah, I do.
The only time I've ever ordered anything resembling a milkshake when we've been dating has been to order a root beer float.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying you should know.
I know, I should. Again, I have really bad recall, especially when I don't have a notepad in front of me because my brain is broken.
That's okay, buddy. You did predictably poorly,
Yeah.
but I still love you.
You should
Even
have
if that's a one-way street.
given me a notepad and then read the list out, and then we could have gone through my answers at the end.
Wouldn't matter.
It would have maybe matter. I don't know. You're right. Well, look, good job. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. I love you.
I'll believe
I
it when I
want
see it.
you to know that.
Yeah, well, maybe someday. See you later, pod racers.
The beginning of the end.